and welcome to ONTV News. I'm Noor, Yousif.
And I'm Kayla Brandon. Established in 2007, the North Oakland Community Coalition is an organization dedicated to preventing underage drinking and drug use. The organization hosts numerous events and forums throughout the year and recently hosted a major fundraiser at Friendship Park. On May 11th, more than 230 runners and walkers gathered on a chilly Saturday morning to take part in the NOCC's Family Fun Color Run, the first of its kind held in Lake Orion. The event acted as a fundraiser through registration fees and sponsor donations. Participants were given a t-shirt and bags of colored cornstarch and were greeted by Township Clerk Penny Schultz, who is also a coalition board member. At precisely 10 a.m., the signal was given to start the run among a cloud of color.
When I say go, throw your dust up in the air, and then I'm going to start the race. Okay, everybody throw your dust. Go! On your mark, get set, go!
It was the coolest thing ever. They didn't even care if they were cold. They just wanted to get the race started, and they wanted to start getting colored with this color dust. So it didn't seem like anybody minded, and it just filled my heart up with joy because we had planned and we had been engaged for a while, and we were glad to see that the whole community was also excited about the event.
The weather, it's very brisk today, but I'm so pleased with the result. I think everyone's going to have a blast. There was so much laughter and fun at the beginning of the race, and we're waiting to see people end here, so I think it's going to be a very, very great day for families.
One lap around the perimeter of the park equaled about 1.5 miles. Most participants completed 2 laps for a total of 3 miles. Along the way, runners and walkers were dusted in various colors and ended up looking like walking rainbows by the time they crossed the finish line.
We have a couple of town hall meetings a year, which are very much informational about what's going on in the prevention world, what parents need to be aware of in regards to prevention with their children. We have a Teens in Action group up at the high school, just getting started. So if any teens out there want to believe in what we're doing and want to come on board, please look up Molly Fox. We've got Facebook pages for both the coalition and Teens in Action, so you can find us there.
We love our kids. We care about our kids, and so we wanted to make sure that everybody in the community engages in this annual event and enjoys what we have for them. We want to make safe places for them to be, where they're not drinking or doing drugs, and that they know that there's a sense of community that they can be a part of.
Organizers were extremely pleased with the turnout, despite temperatures falling into the mid-40s at the start of the run. The NOCC plans on making this an annual event. For more information on the NOCC, you can visit their website at northoaklandcoalition.org.
Throughout the year, members of the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce enjoy many benefits and networking opportunities, but nothing tops the Chamber's Community Business Expo. The massive event was recently held at Lake Orion High School's Field House, and ONTV's Joe Johnson was there.
On Thursday, May 9th, the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce held its 9th annual Community Business Expo at Lake Orion High School, and it was the largest event in its history. 110 Chamber of Commerce members representing businesses and nonprofit organizations set up shop in the Field House during the high school's parent-teacher conferences. The free event attracted more than 800 visitors who were treated to information, food samples, and fun activities for the whole family.
It has definitely grown. It has more than doubled. We actually turned away vendors this year. That's how big it got. We started out in the cafeteria upstairs here at the high school, and it grew into the field house here. And this year we added 10 more tables, and we actually turned 10 businesses away. That's how popular it's been.
Oh, it's exciting. We have retailers, we have insurance, we have social services, we have a lot of nonprofit agencies in the community that are here with us today. We have our pizza war that's going on, that's fabulous. The kids absolutely love that. And the Taste of Orion, which is always fun too. We get to get out and see exactly what's available to us in the area.
The event not only acts as a networking opportunity for Chamber members, but the fees collected from vendors makes this the Chamber's largest fundraiser of the year.
Well, Well, we love the fact that our members are able to take advantage of the different opportunities, such as our monthly luncheons, where networking is taking place and people are meeting each other. As we like to say, people do business with people they like, and when they're able to attend these events that we do organize, they're able to do just that: meet, mingle, and learn about the other businesses that are available.
During the event, 6 different pizza places competed in a pizza war. Visitors were asked to sample pizza from each competitor and vote for their favorite. Near the end of the evening, the 2013 Pizza War champion was crowned, and for the second year in a row, visitors named G's Pizza as the winner in a landslide. So what makes your pizza stand out?
Well, I don't know. I think that people just like us because of our our hostesses and our family restaurant, and everybody just likes that we're a family up there. So that's why people just love us.
In your opinion, what makes a good pizza? What do you like in a pizza?
The crust. The crust has to be the best part of it. The crust. G's Pizza!
From Lake Orion High School, this is Joe Johnson reporting for ONTV News.
Thanks, Joe. In the mid-90s, the Lake Orion community gathered on a parcel of land on M24 to break ground on what would become the Orion Veterans Memorial. Over the next 2 decades, various monuments and other features were added piece by piece, with the central statue added in 2012. Now, with Memorial Day right around the corner, the final element has been put into place to complete the memorial. On Tuesday, May 14th, more than 24 volunteers from the Home Depot Foundation assembled in Memorial Park to put the finishing touches on a pavilion. The roof of the structure was erected earlier this year by the Carport Structures of Oxford. Team Depot got to work assembling the stage that will be used during the Memorial Day ceremony and other ceremonies throughout the year.
Oh, it's another example of wonderful people in this area. We prevailed on Home Depot for a donation, and little did we know that they've been helping veterans around the nation. And we told them we needed a pavilion from which the speaker could conduct the ceremonies. We have 5 ceremonies a year, which is outstanding. I think it's the only memorial that has 5 ceremonies a year. And once again, that's a reflection of the attitude of the community that come to these memorials, and we have singers, we have gun salutes, we have so many things that it just amazes us. But the pavilion itself is the last part of construction that we had planned on. We went off in different directions and we did this and that, which we didn't plan on, but this was the last thing that we had planned on to do according to the Leonard Elsa's architect plan.
The Home Depot Foundation approved $4,500 in materials and provided the manpower that built the stage. The crew was made up of the Home Depot employees who volunteer their time to work on projects benefiting the community. The stage will be used for the first time during a Memorial Day ceremony that will take place Monday, May 27th at 1 p.m.
We're now in the process of putting together everybody who's going to be there. We'll have the Michigan Minuteman platoon who will deliver a gun salute at the end. Very important on Memorial Day. By the way, Memorial Day is the biggest legal holiday of the whole year, the biggest one. And we'll have singing by the Church Street Singers. We'll have acknowledgement of the 40 Orion military personnel who lost their lives in all wars from the Civil War to the present. And we'll be reading their names off and ringing a bell in honor of each one of them. That'll be done by 2 of our wonderful Purple Heart veterans in the area, Jim Hubbard and Randy Stetson. It'll really raise a lot of eyebrows in appreciation when they see 2 gentlemen who have lost their arms to get up and read the names of their comrades that didn't make it.
Memorial Day festivities will kick off on Monday morning with a parade that will travel through the village. For more information, stay tuned to ONTV.
Mother's Day has come and gone, and if you struggled to find a gift for Mom, you have no excuse. The Lake Orion Downtown Development Authority planned its flower fair to coincide with Mother's Day weekend, and there was no shortage of gift ideas. ONTV's Jesse Agnew was at the event and brings us this report.
The highly anticipated event was held on May 10th and 11th, just in time for Mother's Day. The 13th annual Flower Fair included local artists showcasing their work as well as vendors offering food, home improvement and landscaping materials, and of course a large array of beautiful flowers and plants. This year the DDA made several changes to the event, including moving the date up to early spring.
We made a lot of changes this year that I think have been turning out very nicely. We sort of organized all of our vendors into different streets in the downtown. We have Flower Alley here, which we're standing in front of. Home Improvement Way that has all of our home improvement vendors, backyard vendors. We have a business showcase and also our Arts and Crafts Boulevard, which has all of the juried home decor, art and craft vendors as well. So I think our reorganization of the event has made it really convenient for patrons that are visiting, and we have a couple of new activities as well.
Despite the chilly temperature, the event drew people to the intersection of Flint and Broadway to be a part of the unique experience that Lake Orion has to offer.
I'm very pleased to see all of the patrons coming downtown to shop the show. Having this event on a Friday, Saturday, as opposed to a Saturday, Sunday this year, we weren't really sure what to expect, and we've had a very steady crowd so far here on Friday. We also moved the fair up a little bit. This is, having it on Mother's Day weekend is a little earlier than we've had it. And again, I'm just very pleased to see so many people downtown shopping, wandering in and out of our stores that are here throughout the year. And it's just great to see so many people downtown.
The goal of the DDA is to bring people downtown Lake Orion to see what the village has to offer. And I can't think of a better way to do that and kickstart the summer than with food, art, and flowers for mom. From downtown Lake Orion, I'm Jessie Agnew with ONTV News.
Thanks, Jessie. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll take a look at local sports. You're watching ONTV News. Stay tuned.
and welcome back to ONTV News. We now turn our attention to local sports. On Wednesday, the Lady Dragons faced their first real competition of the season as they went against the Troy Colts in varsity softball action. Both teams came into the doubleheader looking to remain unbeaten in the division and prove that they were the favorite in the red. Game 1 saw Lake Orion jump out to an early 2-0 second inning lead. The Dragons increased the lead 5-0 in the third inning with RBIs from Gronowski, Mueller, and Hall. The Dragons weren't done yet. In the fourth, they showed off their power with Hannah Hamay and Gronowski both picking up home runs. Hamay hit a solo shot to put the Dragons ahead by 6. After an RBI single from Kayla Knobloch, Gronowski hit a 2-run bomb to give the Dragons a 9-0 lead heading into the 5th inning. The Dragons took advantage of a struggling Taylor Schmidt at short, hitting the ball right back up the middle and getting on base early and often. The Colts managed 1 run in the 5th, but the Dragons tacked on 2 more runs in their half, on a Dolan double off the center field wall. The mercy rule was enacted and Lake Orion took Game 1 with a score of 11-1. The Dragons also took Game 2 of their doubleheader 7-5, staying perfect in the red. Sierra Gonzalez pitched 2 good games, picking up the win in both. Remember, you can catch replays of Game 1 right here on ONTV, Comcast Channel 10, or UVerse Channel 99. Check out our website program guide for airtimes. You can also watch the game on demand by visiting the ONTV YouTube page. Visit OrionONTV.org and click on the YouTube link on the left-hand side.
The LOHS girls varsity soccer team was in action on Tuesday as they went up against one of the top teams in the OAA Red, the Stony Creek Cougars. The teams have had very different seasons. Lake Orion entered the match with a 1-1-3 divisional record, while the Cougars were playing for an outright divisional regular season title with a record of 6-1. The Dragons came out strong, pressuring the Cougars' defense. Lake Orion tallied a goal at about the 15-minute mark. Aaron Schliebig scored a rebound after Stony Creek's goalkeeper, Haley Michelle, failed to cover the ball on a corner kick. The Dragons went into halftime up 1-0. Just 3 minutes into the second half, the Cougars tied up the game with a Carly Harvey header off a corner kick. The Cougars continued to pressure the Dragons, but failed to get another goal until about 16 minutes left in the game when Harvey could once again get credit for a goal after a corner attempt found its way into the net through a mass of bodies. Schliebig almost tied the game for the Dragons with just a few minutes left in the match, but she came just short, hitting the crossbar. With the victory, the Cougars claimed their first ever OAA Red Girls Soccer Championship. They improved to a 14-1 overall and a 6-1 in the division. Lake Orion falls to 9-3-4 overall and a 1-2-3 in the red. You can watch the replays of this game right here on ONTV. Visit OrionONTV.org and navigate to the program guide for airtimes. You can also watch this game plus many of our past games by visiting our YouTube channel. Visit youtube.com/OrionONTV and click on the Dragon Sports playlist.
The Lake Orion youth baseball season is underway and the Little Leaguers of the LOYBL took their annual trip to Comerica Park to see the Tigers in action on Saturday, May 11th. Over 500 players and their families not only saw the Tigers battle the Cleveland Indians, but they were welcomed on the field and recognized on the massive Jumbotron before the game. All who participated stayed for the game and saw Justin Verlander work his magic on the mound. We encourage our viewers to get out to the many baseball fields located at all of the township's parks to see these baseball players in action. Take in a night game under the lights almost any day of the week at Civic Center Park. There's nothing like a ball game under the lights.
The Lady Lobos U10 Black soccer team was in action at home this week, taking on the U10 Gators. The Lady Lobos defense was struggling in the first half, letting in 2 quick goals. The Lobos would respond by cutting the Gators' lead to 1 at half. In the second half, the Lobos would tie the game at 2 with a breakaway goal to rally the fans. The Gators would come right back, netting 2 more goals and closing out the Lobos 5-2. This was the Lobos U10 Black team's first loss in MYSL action this spring. If you have youth sports scores you'd like to read on the air, be sure to call ONTV at 248-693-3377. That's it for this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of the entire crew, I'm Kayla Brandon.
And I'm Noor Yousif. Thanks for watching.